Max Adler's coming up next here. This is a guest that I think I've talked to Max more over the last, I don't know what it's been, years time, that I've talked to some of my extended family. Looks like we just broke 150K at $150,318. Wow. Wait, there's Max. Oh, he's doing the old flipperoo on me again. Hey, Max.
Oh, yeah. Is that Tim, $150,000 Hollenbeck I'm talking to?
Well, I don't know if that's me, but, you know, I'm not doing it. I'm just sitting in this chair all day. I mean, how hard is that, right? Just sit all day.
Eight Red Bull Hollenbeck I'm talking to. Thank you so much for today. I've been watching throughout feeding the baby and baby walks, and you're doing phenomenal. Keeping the energy up, keeping the excitement up, bringing in the viewers, bringing in the money. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to everyone who's involved in putting this together. It's what an incredible Giving Tuesday. What an incredible day during these wacky, wild times. So thank you for having me on.
It is awesome to see you again, Max. It really is. And to talk to you again. Talk about energy. Are you kidding me? You're like the energy ambassador around here. So, you know,
I've just been hibernating all day, waiting for these 20 minutes to explode, and then I go back into my cave.
Then you go back, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're all, oh no, okay.
Yeah.
So, how is you brought up the new baby? You said you took him for some walks. Tell us how fatherhood's going.
Fatherhood is going. It's a lot. It's very it's hard. But there's the beautiful, loving moments. I mean, he's starting to smile and laugh and, you know, get playful. He's pulling himself up to stand. He's crawling all over the house. So he's 8 months. We just took him to the pediatrician this morning. All is good, healthy, 100% report card. We just moved into a house along with my wife's brother. So that's been a whole, adjustment, but it's great to have some extra help and be with family during these times. But fatherhood's great. I mean, it's just, it's a lot of work and a lot of energy, but he's beautiful and he's amazing and he's healthy and he just gives us just so much joy and so much fulfillment. So it's great. And I'm excited for all the future moments we'll have, playing catch and talking and bonding and, it's going to be great. So yeah.
It will be indeed.
Yeah.
And if he's anything like you, he's probably gonna have a ton of energy, and he's gonna be a go-getter.
Well, he already does, which makes me just kind of up the energy. He's it's a lot when he's awake. It's just like, give me attention. But he's beautiful. So yeah.
Well, congratulations. That's good. I'm glad that everything's healthy there. You're right. Within these crazy times, I always like to ask because, it's nuts out there, and health is obviously key, and it's good to hear. The release of the trial of the Chicago 7, I had it on my Netflix notifications. So the very morning, right, it was released. My phone turns on, and then I get the notification, and that's pretty much what I did next. Was
great.
I had my breakfast and hit it because I was really anticipating it. You talked about it a little bit, right, throughout the times we've been talking. I loved it. I really did.
Great news. That'd be pretty awkward if you didn't. No, but you're allowed, give me your true opinion. Yeah. I watched it and I threw up my breakfast.
Yeah, and I said, I'm not watching this.
I said, I'm never going to have Max on the show ever again. Yeah, sorry about that.
No.
Yes, great. Thank you.
That is the total truth. And just the story. And then, I had my mom's from Chicago. So she was there during those times. And I told her about the film. And she's not a big Netflix person, so I had to guide her through how to do that.
Right.
But then she watched it. Yeah. And she goes, wow, that was spot on. She goes, it was like I was there again. I was like, wow.
Wow. That's the best compliment. I mean, yeah, we were in Chicago for a couple weeks. And it was amazing because we actually got to shoot on the streets where they were protesting, in the parks by the statues where they were, where the protesters were beaten by the cops. Some of the cops that were actually working on the set, who actually doubled as background actors, their fathers or uncles or grandparents were actually there as cops. So it was this interesting dynamic where they were with the state side and were like, the mayor did the right thing. These bunch of hooligans, destroying our town. And then all the actors, were just like, no, like the protesters, like, fight the power. And so it actually, just like what's happening in the streets now, but even on set as we were filming, you could feel that, some of the people that were there believed one side and, were pro-Vietnam and pro-war. And then many others were just like, wow, okay. So it was a very interesting dynamic and a huge set to be a part of before obviously the pandemic, but hundreds of background actors and people in full on 1968 gear and wigs and bell bottoms, and so really exciting to be a part of. Small part, but I got to film for a few weeks, so what was great was just getting to talk to the actors, be around Aaron Sorkin, be in the courtroom talking to Frank Langella and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and just picking their brain about life and balancing kids with the career and everything. So fantastic experience. Thank you so much for watching it. I appreciate it, and thank you.
What is next on the horizon for you then? Now that
next,
is
auditioning, trying to find the next acting gig. There's a couple things that I kind of was like in talks for, but then it just like something was actually supposed to go tomorrow, an independent film with another director I'd worked with before, but it got pushed because, LA is on serious lockdown. We just went on stay-at-home orders again. Dining got canceled. Everything non-essential got scrapped. So everyone's a bit fearful about, being around that many strangers in, close quarters. But especially the producers are like, if we get shut down, it's just insurance and money. And so everything's kind of getting pushed. But I'm now pushing, I'm focusing on producing this amazing project with another producer I'd worked with. That's about the first Black, horse jockey who was a slave and who they brought out of slavery to race horses. And it's just this incredible true story, period piece, love story, horse racing movie. And I have some pretty cool meetings with like LeBron James's company and Janelle Monáe's company. And we're sitting down this month to talk about that. And there's good momentum there. I would be in that as well. So that's really exciting. And I'm putting all my chips kind of into that basket this month because it's a great story that needs to be told, so yeah.
How is that juggling? You mentioned talking to other actors about juggling, being a parent and then out acting and doing your work, doing your craft as well. What is that like to juggle all those worlds? I mean, you just hear in your voice how you got things in the hopper. You're working this, you're working that to try to keep momentum going, even in these crazy times, which I'm sure adds to the stress cooker as well. How tough is that to kind of juggle it all?
Tough. It's a lot of different hats. It's a lot to juggle because it's dad and husband and son, brother, actor, producer, advocate, human being, trying to have some time for myself just to watch The Mandalorian or something. But it's by strategy and kind of what they were saying too, some of the actors, is really just like when you're doing that one thing, just kind of have that laser focused tunnel vision of doing the best you can for that. And then you kind of take that hat off and okay, put on, so like when I'm with my son, when I'm with Dylan, I'm just like, phone's away, I'm playing, I'm there with him. And then, he goes down for a nap and it's like, boom, okay, let me look at my audition script, like focus on that. Okay, put that down, wait, play with him, put him down, make calls for producing. I just gave him a bath. Now I'm here with you. So it's just kind of like, you just there's no downtime. It's like from 5:30 a.m. till about 10 p.m. It's like go, 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 go. I'm kind of programmed that way. So thank God, that kind of works out. But yeah, it's just kind of, it's exciting. And there's just always like, what's next? And then when I sit down at the end of the night, I'm just like done, but it's cool. It's exciting.
That's even more to the point then of how much we value what you're doing for us and for our community of the FSHD Society. The fact you're juggling and wearing so many different hats. Today is one of those days. It sounds like, wash the baby, put the baby down, get on Zoom, do this, and then maybe
but I mean, what a community to be a part of. I'm actually honored to be a part of. When I called them like a cold call years ago, and June, Amy, Lee, everyone's been so welcoming. Beth, I'm going to leave somebody off, but everyone's been so incredibly welcoming. They've embraced, my support, my help. Social media has developed and grown over the years. I've developed and grown. So just more and more people are kind of being aware of FSHD and its effects and, what it can do to people. And I saw earlier there was like a great quote. I think Gail, who you had on, I think Gail was saying, that it kind of removes the stigma just talking about it.
Yeah.
And to me, it does. But to me, my personal story with it is that it was kind of just this unknown, mysterious disease or unheard of disease, and no one knew what it was, what it does. So the fact that people are now aware of it, that $150,000 have been raised during these hard times, that many of my friends and fans just now refer to it just like any other, I guess, well-known disease, and they're aware of it and what it does, is a huge step forward. And the fact that people want to obviously cure it and treat it is a bigger step forward. But really, it's this community. I mean, the fact that the virtual walk that during these times, everyone got together, timed it out across the entire nation, was happy, was smiling, was, just positive. The fact that here we are now, when, you turn on the news and it's like the darkest winter, it's dark winter, it's terrible, it's bad. And then here we are, and everyone is getting together for 12 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours. Probably feels like 4 days for you. Yeah. Who knows what time? Yeah. We're in 2024 now. And, but it's really just this community, because it's like, we're building ourselves up. We're staying strong. We're staying the course. We're just, the goal is at the end, the light is at the end of the tunnel. And kudos to, all of us really, and all of you and everyone that's involved, because, just gives me hope and gives me strength, and it gives me courage to keep going. And it's just a nice light in these dark times, to have such a strong, dedicated, committed community to treating FSHD and removing it, hopefully, from the world. So I'm just lucky to be a part of it, and glad to be able to have, 40-something thousand people that at least I can put it out there and say, this is what it is, and this is how you can help. And hopefully they do, and they are. So, yeah.
Yeah. That's always been a massive value for us, is that, the loud voice that you carry, or the social media reach you have, the fan base that you have, and using that vessel on our behalf is awesome.
Well, I wish it was bigger, but as it grows bigger, I will put FSHD on my shoulders and keep going the rest of my life. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, we're totally along for the ride. So yeah, just
awesome.
We'll just hitch on, if you don't mind.
Hang on. Yeah, I got some room somewhere down there. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you kind of touched a little bit on it about early on, maybe in FSHD Society's history, where you started to come aboard. I mean, what kind of changes have you seen that you can talk about between when it all began for you here and to where we are now?
It's larger, stronger, more unified. I feel like, 10 to 12 years ago when I reached out, and there was like these little pockets. It was kind of like, I would go to Tucson and meet some people. And then there's people in New York and some people in Boston, Massachusetts, Boston. And there was, little things going on. And it was kind of like this, almost like a weird, outcast from the Muscular Dystrophy Association. Like everyone heard of that, and everyone heard of the MDA telethon, but then FSH was kind of on the outer bubble. I feel like now FSHD is a part of the conversation. We're in the inner circle, we're being embraced. Yeah, I'm sure there's still room to grow. But I just feel, and I've seen on social media, that there's a support behind us, that there's just a strength and a unity across the entire nation, maybe because of the times, because of Zoom and technology, that just everything just feels like just a lot more people behind it, and a lot more strength and cohesiveness and organization. It was back then, but now it's just so solidified. And the fact that, we were talking maybe maybe there'll be a clinical trial, and we raised $20,000. And now here we are, there's $150,000. There are clinical trials. There, colleges and universities, we're doing the studies. There are patients. So the fact that it's not all talk, that, there's been the dream and the goal, and it's happened and still happening, is amazing. It's the trajectory is right on course. And that just, again, gives me hope that everything we're doing is indeed getting us closer, because I see it happening in real time.
Yeah, it's you keyed in there, right? Growth. It's gotten larger, more unified. Just in the short time I've been involved with it, 4-ish years, the unified feeling is definitely strengthened for sure.
Well, that's the magic, is that, like, I think, you know, more and more people have it and are aware of it, but it's like, we can't just wait for, you know, like some magical, you know, Willy Wonka to come down, or, you know, some whatever, you know,
Right.
witch to come down and be like, oh, it's cured. Here you go. Like, whoops, made a mistake. The fact that, you know, it's people, and it's like this grassroots movement and this organized group of people all across, you know, the nation and world that are like, let's do something about this. Like, we have the power. Again, it kind of harkens back to Chicago 7 and protesters, that it's like, 10,000 people get together, there's going to be a difference and a change made, and we're going to make history. So the more we rally together and the more we unify, which is what we're doing today, and, you know, we've been doing. So thank you. The more change that we'll see, because, you know, we're the ones that are going to make the difference, and we are making a difference.
And having you on our side, like we mentioned, is huge. Having us along for the ride of your career is also fun to watch. I mean, you've got some great projects coming. Trial of Chicago 7 was great, something you were a part of and contributed to, and can't wait to see more of what Max brings us on the screen.
Me too.
Large,
hey,
etc.
And also, if anyone out there, here's not even like a plug, just like simply a request. If anyone does have a script, or is a screenwriter, or has something with, you know, an FSHD patient as part of the storyline, or a lead or something, I think that would be great. And I do have some resources. And I mean, I think it would be great to have either, you know, an actor with it, or a story involving, you know, I haven't seen it on screen. And that's been part of the biggest thing, you know, these last couple of years, it's been about representation of, you know, transgender actors, or, you know, just different ethnicities, diversities, which is fantastic. And again, removes the stigma. And it kind of introduces different groups of people to people around the world that wouldn't normally be around, you know, people like that, or exposed to different kinds of cultures. So I feel like if we could get some kind of thing, maybe I'll have to work on this now, but something involving that. I really haven't seen much of that in a narrative story. So just planting the seed out there.
I think it's a good
get it to me. Yeah.
It's a good resource. If someone has to give that seed to you, though, how do they do
that? Social media. Direct
go.
Message me or something, you know, through Twitter. Just say, you know, hey, anyone who's a part of this is a friend of mine. So just say that, you know, you heard me talk about it here. You were involved. You were watching it, and you have something. You know, I'll have to weed through it, but hopefully it won't be crazy stuff. But yeah, I mean, just
right.
You know, you put it out in the universe, and you don't know what you get back. So just a thought to put out there. I think it'd be great.
I think so too. That's good representation. Absolutely.
Yes.
Thanks, Max, for being here on the Radiothon and giving us your time again and your energy. I appreciate you very much.
I appreciate you very much. Thank you for your long day. Thank you for your energy, your focus, your determination, your drive, your will, and go team FSHD. Thank you for all the time, and thanks for all the money raised, and thanks for having me on board. And I'll see you next time.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thanks, Max. See you next time.
Thank you. All right. Thanks so much, Tim. Can't wait. Take care. Much love to you and your family.
Thank you. You as well.
You got it. All right. Bye.